Hi, I am Kenya and welcome to my YouTube channel. So I had a conversation that inspired this video, and there's this idea that the only types of goals that you can have are like goals that produce material possessions. A goal to maybe get a better job in 5 years, buy a house, get a better car. Like those are all, I feel like, acceptable goals that people have, or maybe get married or have children. But a goal of finding peace of mind, maintaining your peace, or enjoying life is looked at like that's your goal, that's it. So I was having a conversation with someone and they were like, what are your goals? And I literally said, to enjoy life. That is a very important goal. And I feel like I hadn't really enjoyed life much. You know, my childhood was pretty traumatic. And I remember telling one of my cousins when I was about 25-ish that, you know, my childhood was crazy, but in my adulthood, I'm going to enjoy my life. That's the goal. I'm going to enjoy my life. So I did have a few years where I went through very bad depression, and I would be praying to God for peace of mind. Peace of mind. And I got that. I have peace of mind. I enjoy life, and I've learned to enjoy life with the things that I already have, with the job that I have, with the people in my life. And I'm a simple girl. I don't need a lot of things to be happy. I feel like having a goal to enjoy life is essential, okay? Because one thing I noticed is that when I did gain my peace of mind and I really started to enjoy life, number one thing is that I was more enjoyable to be around, because now I'm happier. I'm just here to enjoy life. I'm here to have fun. You know, I'm not a Debbie Downer. I'm not turning everything into a negative, because I am at peace. I have peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like it's very important to be able to enjoy life. And because I was happier and more pleasurable to be around, then opportunities started to open up for me. Oh, you know, now, you know, I'm more likable. Oh, I know someone who's hiring. I know someone who has this. You were interested in that. Like, more opportunities started to open up for me, you know? My worldview started to open up. Like, I started to see things differently than I did before. And over the past few years, I feel like I have definitely evolved, and I've grown a lot. I feel like people who don't have peace of mind, they are stuck. They're stuck at that moment where they lost their peace of mind. I remember meeting a girl like a few years ago, and she wasn't happy. And she would just be complaining and male bashing. One day she looks at me as she's doing her complaint. I guess she realized it, and she was like, you got peace. She was like, I could tell you have peace. And she's like, I'm trying to get where you are. Yes, girl, I have peace. And because she didn't have peace, I just stopped being around her, because you're bringing down the vibe, girl. I'm trying to have drinks. I'm trying to have fun. I'm trying to talk about, you know, things I want to accomplish and do. And you just want to bring down the mood. I feel like a lot of the times our goals are just material possessions, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. And in order for people to believe that you are successful in life, or have some type of success, or are doing well in life, they have to see some type of material possessions, whether it be how you are dressed, if your hair is done, if you have a nice car, where you live. I feel like those things determine, especially in the US today, how well you're doing in life, and people judge you on those things. And so I feel like saying things like enjoying life as a goal is not acceptable, because it's not something that other people could see. But that's okay, you know. And you know, I've also gotten to a point in my life where I don't care what people actually think about me. You know, I don't care if you think that I don't have anything, or if I'm poor or broke. I don't care. And I feel like another thing is, like, once we start focusing on ourselves, because we are the main character in our story, okay? Focusing on yourself and doing what you want to do, the outside noise, you don't even hear it anymore. And I think that's what a lot of people's problem is. And so after I said enjoying life, this person was just like, well, anyway. Mind you, we only had like 2 conversations. another thing that I noticed, this is just my personal experience, lived experience. I feel like people who grew up in extreme poverty, who grew up not having a lot, even as adults, their focus is material possessions. That's all they talk about. Versus when I am communicating with people who grew up pretty privileged, or, you know, with the things that they needed to survive, like food, shelter, clothing, conversations are different. Conversations are totally different in my personal opinion. Those type of people, I can learn from them. And I feel like also, even if you grew up in extreme poverty, I feel like people who are college educated, they sort of grow up, I feel like they are more likely to talk about things that are of substance, you know. Yeah, I just was kind of like annoyed by that. Like, what, how come enjoying life isn't a good enough goal? And it was giving like, oh, you ain't got nothing going on for yourself because that's your goal. Now, of course I have other goals, okay, but one of my main top goals is to enjoy life. Are you enjoying life? If not, what are you going to do to try to enjoy your life? Because I'm gonna enjoy this life. You only get one life, and these years go by so fast, quick in a hurry. Enjoy your time here. With that being said, I don't want to be too much long-winded, but if this video resonated with you, give it a thumbs up. If you know someone who could benefit from hearing this message, send it on over to them. But I will see you guys in my next YouTube video. Toodles.